Today we got a story time of a popular girl that shames the nerdy Minecraft kid in class. However, karma is real and she gets what's coming for her. Leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who sent in the story, we're going to call him Brady. I got that name from the comment section, by the way. So anyways, right, so in Brady's class, because Brady is in 5th grade, and in his class, he has someone who he's kind of friends with, but is more of an acquaintance with, and we're going to call him Bob. Also got that name from the comment section. Suggest names down below. But anyways, right, so Bob is he's kind of the class nerdy Minecraft kid, whatever, right? And by the way, that's not meant to shame anything. In fact, the nerds are the ones that make the bread out of school, bro. I mean, that math really does come in handy if you're trying to, I don't know, be a quant or something, making that money. So no disrespect. Also, obviously, I enjoy Minecraft, so I guess I'm the nerdy Minecraft kid. But anyways, either way, unfortunately, Bob was not that popular with the ladies' man, which I can also unfortunately relate to. Dude, I mean, I might be Bob in disguise. This might be a story about me. It's not, but it really could be. Then there was this girl who we're going to call Victoria, and she was kind of like, the popular girl of the class. I mean, if you think of Mean Girls, she was whatever the top dog in those four were called. I forgot her name, man. I haven't watched that movie in years. And this story took place on February 14th. If you don't know, February 14th is Valentine's Day, which is a very sad day for most of us, because February 14th, aka Valentine's Day, is literally just an excuse for people to post on their Instagram stories about how they're doing better in their love life than you, and you just sit there playing Minecraft, all sad. This is definitely not about me, guys. Anyways, though, this was February 14th. This was Valentine's Day. And it was kind of like a school tradition for them to make cards and give it to people. However, you usually just kind of gave them to your friends, but on the rare occasion, right, anyone who had a romantic interest with each other, which since they were just in 5th grade was super rare at this point, and if it was like, I like you, do you want to hold hands? Ew, no, I'll get cooties, and then they both run away. That's basically the extent of romantic relationships. But there was one or two occasions where people would write actual romantic letters, not just to the boys, right, not being I absolutely clap you in Minecraft PvP, or I destroyed you in Fortnite, you suck, love your friend, or something like that. Those were the standard Valentine's letters that would be given out and received. However, right, occasionally there would be one with a romantic interest. And today, that happened again. So this all happened on Valentine's Day, and Brady, the subscriber, he was just sitting in class, and, he was he made a few Valentine cards for his friends, being yo, do you want to have a sleepover this weekend? By the way, happy Valentine's Day. It was kind of just chill, friend-to-friend action type stuff. So Brady was going around, and he's dropping Valentine's cards on his friends' desks and such. And Victoria, the popular girl, was also doing the same. She went around to her other kind of her friends, aka her minions, bro. The way it worked was she was top dog and she had a few minions that kind of were yes men, or I guess yes women in this case. And they would be oh, Victoria, you're so great, whatever. Typical, 5th grade social hierarchies or whatever. Hey man, these things happen. But anyways, she was going around passing out those Valentines too. And, but, one thing was happening was, Brady was kind of paying attention to, who was given out to who, because it is always interesting, or he always wanted to see, if there was a Valentine given to someone who wasn't an obvious friend, because that normally, in that case, it may be a romantic interest. And, Brady was looking, and he was looking at Bob, and he was friendly with Bob, and Bob was a good kid, and bro, Bob's gonna make bank out of school. But right now, he's kind of just the nerdy kid that, the girls, at this stage of their life, they just don't want him. When he's graduating and he's making 8 figures as the CEO of bank, no, not a specific bank, just bank in general, yeah, they're gonna be wanting him, dude. But at this point, he's not winning. He's just not winning, and that's okay. But anyways, right, Bob, he gets it. He's writing the Valentine's card on the desk, and Brady's looking at him because he's oh, I wonder who Bob's gonna give it to. And Bob had a friend, whatever. Well, let's just call him Ben for the sake of it, because we name everyone Ben. Bob had a friend Ben, and Brady was oh, obviously Bob's gonna give it to Ben, and he watches as Bob walks right by Ben. And he's like, dude, oh, I like, that was kind of his, like, that was Bob's boy, right? So he's like, oh, maybe he has another friend I don't know about. And then Brady realizes that Bob, the Minecraft kid, the nerdy Minecraft kid, has walked by all the boys. And look, you can be friends with girls, right? In fact, I would say 2 of my 5 best friends are girls. And in fact, I advocate for cross-gender, whatever genders, friendships. I think you can gain a lot from it. I think it's super valuable and makes your life better. However, in this class, the girls and boys were not friends with each other. Like in my 4th grade, it was just the boys were friends with each other and the girls were friends with each other. Man, it is what it is, dude. But anyways, right, Brady was realizing that Bob was walking right towards Victoria and her minions where they were sitting. And Brady's just thinking to himself, he's like, Bob, dude, my boy, my bro, my brother, like, this is a bad call, dude. Like, you're not going to want to do it. Because the thing is, right, Victoria, while being very similar to Mean Girls in many aspects, she was also similar to Mean Girls in the fact that she was not very nice. And the thing is, right, she'll probably grow up and mature. But look, 5th graders are immature. And in fact, she was immature in the fact that she thought that she was better than everyone, and that gave her the right to be mean to people. And yes, she very much, imbued Mean Girl aesthetic. So sure enough, right, Bob the Minecraft kid walks up to Victoria with a card, and he places it on her desk. And Victoria is looking down, was like looking at her friends, talking to them, or her minions. I can't even really call them friends. But she was looking at her friends and then like slowly looks up and does this like slow look, almost like that elevator look when you look up someone then down someone, but looks up and looks directly into Bob's face with this look of disgust. But right now, Bob is just like, he's just on this confidence high, and he just drops the letter down and he kind of stands there. And at this point, right, Brady's like, oh shoot, it's going down. Grab the popcorn, boys, it's going down. And sure enough, right, Victoria and her minions kind of like look at her with this look of shock, like, oh my God, did this just happen? Victoria, grabs the letter, opens it up, and essentially inside, I don't know exactly what it says. Brady, the subscriber, sent this story to me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at ConnorPugs. It's in the description. It's the account with like 34K. Has a couple of photos of me and the boys looking fire. Also, might as well comment Mean Girl / Mean Girls in the comment section. I'm going to heart a bunch of people who do that. But anyways, right. So Victoria reads the letter and just looks up at Bob. And what she says is mad out of pocket, bro. Like, what she says is just not okay. She looks at him and laughs and says, I will never go out with someone like you. You know when someone says to you, dude, the worst she can say is no. You've never had a girl laugh at you, bro. You've never had a girl laugh at you. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what Bob is experiencing right now. Dude, the worst she can say is not no. The worst she can say is, ew, you're ugly, bro. And sure enough, right, Victoria eviscerates Bob in front of the entire class. Completely disrespectful, completely uncalled for. You don't have to say yes to someone if they ask you out, but be nice about it. They have feelings too. They are 99% likely to be a human. Maybe they're an alien or a robot, but most likely they're human too, bro. Anyways, right, Bob, the Minecraft kid, walks back to his desk defeated. And the whole class is kind of like mumbling to each other because it's like a mix of shock, kind of like amusement, but also just like mostly shock. Because like no one is really laughing at this point because it was like super mean. And even though everyone is immature and this is like 5th grade, people know that this isn't okay, dude. Like even they know that this isn't okay. However, right, Victoria kind of feels like, she has almost cemented her power even more by, being mean to Bob. Like, oh, now that I was so cruel to Bob, everyone will know for sure that I am top dog, that I am number one, that I'm like, the most powerful, whatever, right? That I am the top mean girl, whatever. However, like politics work for 5th graders. I don't know, dude. However, I did say in the beginning of the video that karma is real. And the thing is, I do believe in karma. And this story is just more proof that it does exist. Because the thing was, Victoria was very loud when she said Bob was ugly and that she would never date or have any romantic interest in anyone like him ever. She was very loud when she said this, and that was on purpose. Because, you know, she wanted the entire class to know that she said this. She wanted to publicly humiliate him. However, right, she said it loud enough so that both the class and the teacher could hear. And the thing is, right, the teacher is not immature. The teacher is fully aware of how cruel, you know, Victoria was, how mean what she said was, how bad it was that she said what she said. And Victoria thought she got away scot-free because the teacher, you know, he heard what, you know, she said, but he didn't say anything immediately because he wanted to kind of sit there and think about, all right, what is the appropriate punishment for this? So he actually, you know, acts as if he didn't hear anything and then begins class. And, you know, Brady, the subscriber, is kind of looking back at Bob, and Bob looks like he's crushed, man. He really got his hopes up. Or at least he thought that, you know, if he was going to be let down, it wouldn't be so cruelly. But by the end of class, right, you know, Brady's walking out. And as he's walking out, he kind of like stays behind for just a second. He doesn't stay in the classroom, but once he walks outside the classroom, he kind of like waits back just to hear what the teacher's about to say. And he hears the teacher say, "Victoria, can I see you for a minute?" And sure enough, right, you know, Brady's like, all right, so Victoria is getting punished. Because for a second, he was like, bro, is Victoria not getting punished? And it turns out, right, Victoria has to write Bob a full-on apology letter. And as well with this, Victoria's parents are told about everything. And I don't know about you, but when your parents are told about when you're kind of acting like a jerk, that is sometimes the worst punishment of them all. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video and then click one of the 4 videos on screen right now / watch another video to support the channel. Thank you. Bye.